Good evening and welcome to Garblag Games with episode 4 of Coriolis, Pay the Road. 4 of 3. So we're following the alien trend here. As our Garblagian tyrant is also watching tonight, I will definitely inform you to come join us over on YouTube if you're watching us on Twitch. And to check out the Discord, the Patreon, and all of the other social media goodness that Garblag throws out. Tomorrow night, there's also a Garblag Alien game over on Free League. And and also on Tuesday, the Veston game. Oh, look, you can see it there.
Yeah.
Pretty. Come and join us for that. That'll be fun.
Again, if you're watching this now and you didn't see the Veston game yesterday, you got to. It's always on the Tuesday. Yeah.
If you didn't watch Veston, go to YouTube, watch them all, and catch up next week live on Twitch.
But watch this first.
Yeah, of course.
Watch this first.
Yeah, please. We need to, please.
If you want, stream both of them at the same time on two screens.
You want to see a teenage Scottish girl wrestle a horse into submission in a river, watch Vesson.
And we weren't even playing for that.
I feel like at this rate, if you keep saying things like that, we're going to lose viewers because they'll be on YouTube. Anyway, I believe this time it's over to Ari for the recap.
Good evening, everybody. Right, okay, let's do a recap. So when last we saw our adventurers, we were upon the city. There was a full party on, and I got done over. I was having a drink. I was fine. I was happy. I'd done some work on the ship, and then I got knocked unconscious, dragged through wet puddles and mud and gravel and tarmac into an abandoned warehouse in an industrial bit of town. Don't know where my speeder bike's gone. Where a bunch of syndicate thugs smacked me around a bit, and then we're basically going to use me as leverage to gain access to the ship and the crew and the cargo. But I fortuitously managed to blunder my escape.
It was enough.
I blundered through my escape and then blundered through a window out into an alleyway and promptly tried to run away, which I did. And whilst this was all going on...
No, you stabbed a dude in the ankle as well.
I did stab a dude in the ankle.
And you retrieved your favourite flask, which is probably the most important thing that happened last week.
It was empty though, so I went back to another bar.
Refill it now.
I feel like I successfully got lost back into the city. Whilst this was going on, our resident, I'm not going to say courtesan, was on a...
I mean, you can call me a media celebrity if you want, but courtesan.
Media celebrity, was... you were in a high-end kind of party sort of thing, weren't you?
Damn Skippy tricked my way into a posh party.
So you were undergoing the diplomatic negotiations there. What did you find out again?
I was talking to the chief of police and planning on setting up some kind of elaborate sting operation to bail you guys out by having the police crack down on the syndicate, proving the syndicate were the guilty party so that we'd also get Mahmoud released and our products back. It's going to be great.
However, in the meantime,
my ex-husband was there. I say ex.
Still married. Yeah, you were still there. And whilst this was all going on, the captain and the pilot were at the ship and were accosted by a group of syndicate members, quite possibly the same ones that had captured myself.
The exact same ones.
Deal to get your release.
They were, I'd like to say they were fucking terrified. Who phones? How confident do you have to be that you're going to kill some people that you phoned them before and like, we're going to fuck you up? All right.
I think they were a bit pissed off. I don't know why. It
A
wasn't.
bit.
It had
Like-
nothing to do with me.
like-
I'm guessing
just
crime
a bit.
in
Yeah,
Belgium
right.
is just a little bit more polite than crime everywhere else. If this is Lewis's experience of like
no.
criminals.
No,
Kidnapping.
Hello, I'd like to burgle your house. Is a week on Thursday okay for you?
Yes, I'm out there.
You have no idea what kind of small town I live in. You think crime exists?
That'd be great,
Burgle
though,
your
wouldn't it?
house?
Yeah.
They're like,
Oh, no,
door's
small town
open.
crime
The
is
door's
all like-
open now.
Mysterious murders amongst the elderly.
Yeah.
Must have been
Oh God, now I've got
40
Midsummer Murders in my
Yeah,
head.
40% of the elderly population somehow manages to die.
Why would
every-
anyone want to live in a place called Midsummer when all they do is get murdered? Anyway, sorry, I detracted. So,
Back to Coriolis.
you guys escape by taking off,
Oh, shit.
firing the ship's countermeasures, and now you've blasted off and are looking for somewhere to land.
Have we? I think
No,
we just
they
fired the
fired
the
countermeasures off.
countermeasures.
They
Yeah.
didn't
I
get
thought
as
you'd
far
take
as
it.
flying.
Well,
Yes.
no. This is what happened, right? We need 10 minutes to do it. We spent literally in game 2 minutes, but it felt like an hour of bluffing. So we were like, "Oh yeah, da 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 da," and then Lewis is like, "Yeah, like
Stalling,
2 minutes have passed. You still have 8 minutes to go," and we're like, "Oh God, we ran through all of our distraction material," and that's when we kind of cobbled our way to let's fire off the emergency warning systems and all that sort of stuff, like flares to confuse them, and
that'll
then
do it.
Line them up.
It's super luminous metal, so everyone in the area is pretty much blind. Probably.
And if the
for-
metal lands on them,
counting on that.
burn.
yeah, there's a good chance so that they may be blind for quite some time as well.
Even better.
8 minutes?
well, let's hope they don't
We'll
decide to
find
get
out.
trigger
Let's hope.
happy.
Have
in
I
those
missed
8
anything?
minutes.
Have
I
missed
think
anything?
that was
that's
that
it.
was very much it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for your help.
No,
Right, and yeah, done. Thank you, boss.
So now we're going to pan into Ari, who is sitting in a bar, getting quietly drunk, and has just found out roughly where the nearest bar to the spaceport is.
I suspect my speeder bike might be there.
Yep.
Car
Grav
hopping.
bike for copyright
Grav bike, sorry.
reasons.
Yes, grav bikes, not a speeder bike. So I need to head over there, but I think if the syndicate are going to make a move, they're going to be there, or they're going to be nearby. They're maybe in the spaceport. So I will find the next nearest bar to that bar, so I can do some reconnaissance from the other nearest bar.
It's like a bar across the road
yeah.
from where
And
your
I'll-
speeder bike is clearly parked outside.
And I'll be reconning it from the other bar.
And because you're like a
My
high
friend, you keep
society,
looking out the window.
as you're a high society so and so, you just pull out those little like opera spectacles, like little binoculars. Just
Yeah.
like, okay, right, let's see if any of them are around.
There's a monocle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Off the bat, because I love giving you rolls straight away,
Mm.
I'm going to let you roll an observation roll as you wander over to the next bar.
Yeah, we did put our characters up before we went live. I put
Yeah,
on my
we've-
tech, but
Also,
I did not.
did everyone
Level up.
choose their new talent or upgrade a skill?
I think
Yes.
most of us just
I'm
boosted
currently
skill.
looking at the minute.
Yeah. So
So,
just
yeah.
yeah.
With 5 XP, basically, you can either add 1 to a skill, or you can buy a new talent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's it.
pretty much it.
So I boosted my piloting for no discernible reason. I wonder why I did that. No, completely random.
I tactically invested in 1 extra point for range combat.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm actually going to take malicious.
Oh, is that the one where you smack talk them and they get like stress or whatever when
Yes.
you manipulate?
It's using manipulation to cause stress to people.
Yeah, and you every time. Jeez. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it gives you.
I don't
like,
have
a-
any
a-
combat abilities, so
No.
it fits.
None of us
Yeah,
do.
smack talk.
Smack talk, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my
But
observation.
Shanaz is currently with the chief of police, so what could go wrong?
She cleverly
we go.
avoided
Oh,
husband.
first roll of the night.
Ex-husband.
There you go.
Good times.
What did you roll? I didn't see.
You were
A
just
0.
you were just about to scan, and then you saw
Perfect.
drinks, like a platter
Well,
of drinks go by, and you were like,
To
"Oh."
better uphold my cover of a carnival goer, party goer in
Yeah.
town, I am using a drink to, make myself blend in
incognito.
better.
Yeah. And you
Yeah,
need to be
absolutely.
sinking face drunk, so you also, just to kind of
No,
mask.
Mary.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mary,
Um,
jolly.
Yeah, you pretty much walk all the way to the next bar without noticing anything out of place. You're half
At
a
this point, you don't
street,
even see your bike.
half a street down from the bar closest to the spaceport. You can also sort of see the spaceport area in the background, but it's a bit further down still.
Right. Do I have a comlink?
No, you don't.
You do not, because Hector Goa has stolen it, and he used it to inform
Yeah, they have.
Sirius
The-
and Mac
the
that
crew
he
of
was
the-
on the way
yeah.
to visit them for a
He
pleasant
was
chat.
on the way to fuck us up.
Is there
Yes.
a intercom?
We've
Here
gone
in the
down this
bar.
road before. They don't have phone ones. You can ask somebody for one because it's their personal whatchamacallit.
Basically,
Or
everyone
you
has
can
a
go
comm
to-
unit usually,
yeah.
so
I think we
Or you
assumed
can go
that
to a building.
There was a com on your bike, right?
Yes,
Oh
that's
yeah.
the other thing. But there's
I
no
think
I'm not
there's
going
no
to-
public service like
I'll
lamp
be
phone box ones.
maintaining radio silence for now.
The most silence.
are you trying to get eyes on the
Yeah.
bar and your bike? Or
If
are
I
you
can
just sitting
find a
there?
place in the bar that I'm in that looks down at the other bar and the bike, that's where I'll be. So maybe in the outside front garden bit, or
Yeah,
in the smoking area, shisha area,
Arash.
Arash
They
area.
offer you obviously,
But
tea,
there's or
partake.
havoc, but yeah, there's sort of a vaulted area outside which is open where they have a few chairs and stuff, and there are
That's
people
where I'll be.
already sitting in front of the bar, like a terrace basically, but prettier. And you can roughly see down the road from there between the bustles of people, and you're pretty sure your bike is still there, but you can't really tell if there's anyone lurking around.
Well, I'm gonna keep my eye on it for a bit because this is a nice drink. So I'm gonna sit here for a little bit to make sure that there's no one else there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an idiot.
Naturally.
I've been failing to use my beautiful talent.
yeah,
Does that get
true.
you a bonus?
Yeah, plus
Yes, +2.
Ooh.
It's basically
What?
like a tool bonus, but your tool is the fact that you are bioengineered to be so spectacularly
Oh.
beautiful that
Oh wow, okay.
yeah.
That's
That
oh.
all roll through manipulations or the specific conditions.
No, I think
mostly
When
where
trying
it
to use
applies.
anything where it applies.
Yeah.
if
Like,
it was a
for instance,
robot or a
yeah.
computer, you can't really
Yeah.
can't really manipulate them periods.
You
That's
could
true.
give
I guess
them
if it
the
was an
old
artificial intelligence.
counter knowledge or
Yeah, but
counter
yeah,
logic,
That's very
and
true. Actually, I
they-
didn't think of
you
They
that.
can't
blow up
manipulate-
apparently, but other
You
than
can't get the
that, I don't know.
bonus if you're on the intercom with someone, for example.
Mm.
Unless they can see you.
Unless they can see you, but yeah. So
Yes. So Ari currently can see his bike, but is having a sip of a drink. And Shanaz, I'm really leaving you in suspense on the ship, aren't I?
It's fine.
yeah.
Well, it's the grand
Tweaking
finale,
my,
part one.
Yeah, part 1 of 4. No, hopefully we'll get it done roughly on time. But anyway, Shanaz, you're currently in a big stately room with a balcony sort of area, with Zetani, you seem to be the only people in there. It's not dark because there's light shining in from the various other areas outside where the party is going on. And he turns to you and says, "Okay, speak quickly. What is going on with this syndicate problem, you say, with Mahmoud?"
Some syndicate thugs are trying to cause problems for a friend of mine on Coriolis station. Mahmoud is one of his employees. My friend is not the man who would do anything illegal or untoward, but it seems that these syndicate types are trying to blacklist his name in some systems, trying to make him look bad. I have it from my colleagues on the ship that I arrived on that right now they're attempting to assault them and take our ship. It seems that they're particularly interested in causing problems for my friend, and they have set up Mahmoud as an employee of his to take the fall for their crimes.
That is all very interesting, shall we say, but what proof can you offer me of that?
Well, some of the evidence comes from your own police officers. I was surprised to hear when I went to visit Mahmoud to see how he was doing, that he'd been visited already by the syndicate and they had tried to coerce information out of him to force him to keep quiet about their intervention in the cargo that he was smuggling. All I was aware of was that Arash was being transported and that it was certainly not illegal. And that's all that my friend on Coriolis knows too. Now, Mahmoud follows orders. He's a good and loyal servant and not someone who would be given to side missions, shall we say. But these syndicate types, not only have they done that, but it seems they may also be causing problems right now for the very ship sent to find out what was going on.
Well, this is a severe pickle. And Zetani walks out onto the balcony and starts leaning over and looking out into the city.
I shall follow him out onto the balcony. And I shall switch my communications device to recording.
It surprises me to find syndicate involvement this far out. Jallo is.
This is one of the
let's be
reasons
honest, it's a backwater mostly.
This is why my friend wishes to do business out here. He wants to deal with honest traders, people who are clear of this rash of crime that sweeps the inner systems.
I see. And what about the second person?
Which second person?
The gentleman that was accompanying Mahmoud that fled.
I think there was just a young man who was trying to get passage to Coriolis. I don't really know very much about him.
But
is he not from this world?
Having accomplices at large is a bit of a problem for us, because obviously someone is going to have to take the fall for this crime, and if it's not Mahmoud, and the chances of us managing to catch the syndicate with an understaffed police force.
But you know where they are right this moment. You know, they're down at the docking bay committing a crime. I'm trying to report this to you, Inspector Zetani. Will you not help us?
You're our only hope.
Then you sort of play on repeat for a bit.
You suddenly turn blue and translucent.
And I shall go to a position where the moon and the firelight can better frame my features.
Yeah.
Did
you-
a whole
Attention to detail.
big
but you're
eyes
like,
thing.
yeah, but you're taking a minute. You're
That
like,
point-
wait.
At that point, you can roll another observation roll.
He has a gun.
Turns out we're in the same bar.
Turns out you've actually been speaking
Ori's
to
just sitting
Ari.
there. What?
Shaboom, critical success.
I still love that. It's just like, yeah, everyone's off. What do you want me to do? Bring them back in? No, it's the holidays. I
Well,
love it.
It's more you notice in the moonlight a certain framing to Zitani's eyes as well. He's clearly trying to keep you busy for some reason, and his hand
Pocket.
has already sort of slipped behind his back, so he might be reaching for something.
I shall lean precariously over the railings.
You turn round and he's like about to push. He's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll almost invite him
would
to
mean
shove
things.
me off.
And then you're going to
Okay.
turn around and, hiya, I'm on the.
In fact, you know what?
I'm going
I-
to let you roll for manipulation for that as well, because that seems like,
Holy
Yes.
shit.
they're trying to lure him into.
I'm trying to lure him into taking that course of action.
Does
Now that's
beautiful
that, but-
count?
Does my fabulous beauty count in this circumstance?
Yes, because it is, in a way, it makes you seem less threatening.
Good.
So
No,
he feels like he stands more of a chance.
Then that's
of
critical
really?
success to
Really?
manipulate him.
Wow. I would say it's the opposite. If I meet beautiful people, I'm just like, oh no, I could fight them. I can't. I don't think I could stop them doing anything.
Oh, it's
That's
the,
really
it's the
bad.
I'm but a weak and frail
Yeah,
woman.
but-
What could
Yeah, I know.
possibly-
And then you can
What
turn
harm
around
did
and
I
Naz looks
do?
glamorous.
shoot him in the
and-
neck.
Yeah, so she doesn't
Fair
look
enough,
like the
yeah.
kind of person who potentially gets into a lot of
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I see your
fist
possibility.
fights with police chiefs. Zitani draws in closer, and he seems to he removes his arm from whatever he was reaching for behind his back and sees a better opportunity and leans in towards you to give you a shove.
Right. Shoot him.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Get him.
I've
Kill
got
him. Do
plans.
something, please.
Okay, here's the plan. I let him shove me off the building. He takes 2 points of mental stress for doing so
But
because he's just murdered
This-
this high-class innocent who's come to him seeking help.
okay,
I
I'm
want the
curious
guilt to eat at him as I plummet down the side of the building and then activate my gravity belt.
Oh.
About to say, well, you played a long game there.
I always
Been
thought
on my
there was
character
something
sheet
coming, but I
since
wanted to know what.
Day one.
Well, I would love it though if it's set for like a heavy world planet, so or sorry, like a light world planet. So yeah, it accelerates your gravity. Like, oh no, wrong one.
You
But I want
played
to
right in my
activate it at
hands.
the last possible moment so as to have him
Okay.
convinced that
It's
I've
like-
fallen and died.
As he pushes you, you hear someone shout from behind him, and you recognize Hamza's voice.
Excellent.
Tani, what the hell are you doing?
My Dupata will fly out as I fall, thereby neatly covering my escape.
And as he looks down at you, you're just flipping him off as well.
No, I don't want him to see me get away.
Well, but I
he's
mean, if you fair
probably
enough.
turned away at this point as but I will definitely also let you roll to activate that because it's a stressful situation.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You've got to hit it at just the right time.
Or you
Technology, dexterity, any of those.
you turn it, but it's like for a really heavy planet. So you're like, no, I'm floating up. No.
Right. It's
Coming from the
looking
chat
like
and owned him.
dexterity then.
Or
And
to
do you know
fiddle
what?
with the dials.
Totally.
I
normal.
If I pray to
some-
the icons on the
There's-
way,
You can do it
there's a
after.
reroll
You.
ready for you. So
no,
But
there's
no.
reroll ready.
So
Yeah,
it's just the same as
apparently.
pushing it, Ben. So you roll
Good
first,
job.
see what you get. Don't push
Yeah.
unless you have to, because
Yeah.
he gets his
He
darkness,
gets his
point,
darkness points.
and I get
I
to
shall use my
Lewis's
reroll. There we go then.
Ooh.
2 successes, limited success to activate my gravity belt.
Yeah.
And you break it. It's like an iPhone where you use it once and it
No.
goes off.
Not with that kind of
Um,
cost, it bloody isn't.
iPhone.
As a limited success, you activate it, but it doesn't entirely stop you from banging into the floor as you go down.
Yeah, your shins.
Yeah, you smack along certain parts of the building that are, and it
Oh.
activates and then sort of suspends you just before the ground. So I'm going to give you 2 points of damage for that, but you are perfectly fine. Well, you're alive.
It's better than not dying.
It's
Yes,
better
exactly.
better than
How high
yeah.
is that building?
It's one of the larger buildings in Kamul because
So
they
like
have
2,
a sort
3
of,
stories.
yeah, it's not
It's more
overly
like
high,
6,
but
wasn't it?
if
I thought it
Yeah.
was like a 6-story building because we were
I'm
up on the
pretty
roof
sure
as well.
if you fall from 1 or 2 stories like this, flailing backwards as your
You're gonna hit the
clothes
ground.
fan out.
You're gonna hurt
May
yourself
expect that.
really badly.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking. I like the idea that Ben was in a skyscraper and was like, the gravity belt will save me. I'm like,
got
really?
hundreds
This
of
is where
times.
you want to
I have
test it?
all faith in
You don't want to try
technology.
a slightly a lighter incline? No.
No, but
Critical failure. The belt does not activate. Oops.
Yeah, it turns to strawberry jam.
but
And that's what happens if the gravity belt doesn't activate.
That's what happens if
Zitani,
you- Yeah, right.
Zitani and Hamza, you see them leaning over the side of the building to look down to see what happens.
Technically, you are lying like.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm
You're
lying
just
like that
above-
on the
yeah.
floor, like I've just slammed into the ground and died horribly.
So as long as they're looking
Yeah.
entirely down and not at a slight angle.
You floated out slightly. Oh dear. No. Hamza gives Zitani a shove, but not in the over. Yeah, you would expect more
Oh.
from someone has just killed your wife.
Oh. Yeah, he's like, you idiot, you were supposed to make it look like an accident. It doesn't look like an
he's off the
accident.
Christmas card list.
I think he already was. Wasn't
Oh
he?
yeah.
Yeah, was he on that Christmas list?
Yeah.
No, I've been ducking him for about 5 years.
Yeah.
Anyway, and now we'll switch over to
Oh, please don't. No. No.
Sirius and Mac. A
No.
spray of superluminated metal fills the air behind your ship, and it's bright enough that anyone who's standing there who hasn't got sensor or sensitive goggles or anything like that on is
Sunglasses.
just but it's high-tech sunglasses.
Space sunglasses.
Space
Yeah.
sunglasses. How could I forget my space sunglasses?
They're more like goggles as well, just 'cause
Yes, I
that's
know.
cooler
Cool.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are instantly blinded and probably will suffer some vision damage for a little while.
Do they immediately start shooting? Just like randomly holding down the
At
trigger?
least one of them
Oh.
spewing gunshot around, but it is, they can't see, so they're just firing
Yes,
wildly.
no, I know. This is where it's like, and it hits your back engine, and that's out of action. You'll have to fix it. And we're like, back.
They mostly have small arms, things like rifles.
No, I know, but
there's
we-
not really much chance.
Yeah,
of
we
So
have-
how are they
have
able to
any
hold their
worse.
rifles if they've only got small arms?
Very funny.
like
No,
a
but
T-Rex.
as we discussed last week, it was less to do with like if they could get into the ship and more if they could like fuck with it while we're trying to take off.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if they start,
but at the moment they're blind, so they
it'll
can't
be fine.
really.
Yeah, what can they do?
So That's roughly where you're. Hector Gua is shouting all kinds of curses at you through
Bless him.
Ari's communicator, but
Okay.
Okay, shout
Yeah,
out
no, we're fine.
whatever
We're
he
fine.
wants.
Yep, no, we're fine. We've got complete control of the situation. I'm not panicking.
and
Oh,
behind
yeah,
you,
just
the
take the ship off.
graviton projector is cycling up. You're
Okay,
pretty
yep.
much almost there.
Okay, I've got to get the handbrake ready. I'll let her go in just a few moments. Just gotta make sure all the calculations are right. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Well, I mean, it could blow up and kill all of us. No, don't think of that. Bad thoughts. Yep, that's not a good
What
thought.
is the plan for the ship then at the moment? Are you just taking off and getting it into the air?
Just
high
into
enough
the
and
air.
far
Sirius
enough?
can tell me the rest afterwards. I'm just getting her into the air.
Okay,
I'm
then.
straight up.
As you're still leaning precariously on one
Yep.
landing gear
I
that
know.
Ari didn't fix, I will let you roll a piloting test on a
Oh,
-1.
Yeah, such sweet things. Oh,
to-
what? So take away my one bonus. Right, well,
Well,
Don't
that's
worry,
fine.
I'm
Technically,
sure.
you're rolling your normal thing then.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just rolling normally now. Because, yeah. Okay, so
I could
die.
activate your personal problem and then make it even
What?
more
That I'm
stressful.
I'm petrified of my own shadow, and a gunfight really terrifies me, which I think is justified. Okay, let's roll. 0 successes. That was 8 die.
You can pray to the icons, or if
I
anyone
think I'm
has
gonna
given
have
you
to,
a
since-
reroll, or if there are rerolls available now.
There have
is
been no
the time.
rerolls given as
No,
yet.
no, they don't. They
No.
only give it to
Yeah,
me
but
when
there's
they
like
think
a
I'm
I
gonna
only
kill
give it to
everyone.
Ben
Please,
because they wanted to see him float
Well,
down the
Okay,
skyscraper.
I will
reroll for
pray.
Ben.
I will pray to the icons. I'm going to re-roll. Right,
Yep.
take your darkness point. 2 successes.
Oh, there you go. See, it worked out all right in the end.
It did. So it shudders for a minute, and it looks like I don't know what I'm doing. But then I go, no, it's fine. We're not going to die.
And now you've got a reroll. The
It's
whole
fine. Thank you.
So you can get the dark point out.
No,
whole
it's
ship-
Or you
done.
keep it for later.
shudders
Yeah, I'll
and
keep it for later.
shakes as it pushes off, and
Mhm.
for a split second, it sort of tilts over further to the side. The landing gear is busted on, and then you kind of correct it as it goes up and slam your way against the side out of the space.
It's a bad parallel park where I'm scraping up the other
Yeah.
ships. Yeah.
And yeah, you can still sort of vaguely hear the splutter of small arms fire against your ship or in the general
Yeah.
area as the engines
Oh
burn.
heavens! Oh jeez! Oh god! Just get there! Get there! I'm just pulling, like I'm literally like pulling the controls as far back as I can. Just get there! Go! Literally shooting upwards.
yeah.
Not out of the stratosphere though. Just I will presumably, as soon as we're leaving atmosphere, pull back and just let her settle.
You're up in the air far enough
Yep.
now that Kumul is pretty much a dark lit city of little bonfires and parties going on beneath you now. It's just all little.
Oh, I see how it is. Parties are beneath you now.
Yeah, they're above you at the moment.
Literally, like,
I like melt out of my chair. Like I just oh, that was so stressful. Oh,
So
serious. Why are we
what
doing
is the
this?
plan now?
What's the
for,
plan?
Fortune's
Sirius?
Breeze, because that
Oh.
is the only shuttle
Way
port
out.
in Kumul. So
Don't we have a?
okay, we're gonna land somewhere else what we can. Yeah, the idea is like we should make sure that people think we are gone and then come back another way maybe and find I don't know, find a forest or something.
Is the Fortune? How big is Fortune? How big is our ship?
it's a light
That's a good
cargo
question.
vessel, which is pretty big.
so I can't just land
Carrying-
it
Yeah.
out on the
You're
out.
not
Well, I
gonna
could
do
land
that.
on the outskirts of town.
It's size
won't be
3, so
able-
it's like
yeah.
Millennium Falcon-y sort of
Oh,
size.
You're not going to
Jesus,
be
really?
landing it on
fuck.
pure sand because it'll just
Yeah,
the landing gear will never
jeez.
take it and it'll sink into the.
For whatever reason,
But-
I thought it was more like
What
a
landing gear?
minivan.
No, no.
Yo, God, this thing is enormous.
But-
It's
Ah.
Firefly
Volkswagen.
Millennium Falcon
Yeah,
sized.
Yeah,
jeez.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
but by the way,
Okay.
by the way, what do you mean by landing gear?
Well, one of them's still
What?
there.
Yeah, I assume you have 3 of them and one of them is not
Yeah.
working.
Okay. Well, I can't land anywhere. That's the only place that's safe to land. I can't land in the city.
We could
you
go back to the
land
station and
anywhere
take
that's-
a shuttle otherwise.
Yeah, you could land
Anywhere
anywhere
that there's
that's
flat
rocky
ground.
or rocky
Yeah, but
terrain, something that could take the weight of the ship as well. But that would require
This
decent
Captain!
piloting as well.
Captain, that's like what we're meant to do. We don't know where the others are, and I don't want to leave them. But like, what
We're not
are we
gonna
meant to
leave them.
do?
We're not gonna leave
well-
them. Don't worry, Shada's gonna be fine. We just need to find Ari, which has no communicator as
Oh.
of yet, so
How?
we have no chance
we-
of finding him
oh,
unless we want to go through
wait.
every bar in the city.
Wait,
that
wait,
could
no,
be fun.
no, wait. So we have a
Reset.
ship, right? We have a ship, and we can go fly up to the port shuttle thing up there, and I have a planetary communicator, so I can communicate, but we don't have to be on the planet to communicate.
The
So we can
ship
take
has
a
to
shuttle
communicate
down.
back.
Yeah, and you can't contact Ari because Ari
Oh,
doesn't
does
have a
it not?
communicator.
Yeah, but he
on-
has it on his bike, doesn't he? And I don't know his situation. I assume he has. Oh, and plus, as we've discussed, he can just ask somebody very politely to borrow theirs. It's not. He's not.
Can I borrow your communicator?
Oh, come on. Okay, maybe it's a Scottish thing, but I have been out on nights and 8 people drunken have asked me to if they can borrow my phone. I mean, I don't let them out my sight, but I let them use it.
Man, you are way
Guest
too
mode.
trusting.
Guest mode.
Let them out my
And
sight. Like I watched them
That's
like a
how he
hawk
got all
with my
that
phone.
malware on his phone that accessed all of his bank accounts.
Believe me, they are far
I'm pretty,
too far
I'm pretty
gone.
sure there's guest mode now on some phones.
Yeah. That's usually what I do. Anyway, the semantics aside,
Yeah.
like with all that in mind, and plus there's some in buildings. Like, so why don't we just go up? Why don't we just go up and then we can take a shuttle down? They won't be expecting us to come back, but if we
Could
come back
do
in the
that,
ship, it'll be
that's-
obvious.
That's
And I
my
can commu-
that's my plan B. Yeah.
Well,
But we
Plan,
can't
plan
just
A would be
wander
finding a
around.
place to land here, so we can be there faster
Oh,
and
well,
get and we have an
second
escape
question.
route.
that's gonna make me roll, and I hate it. How much do we know about the syndicate? Do we think they're a large enough group to like scour the city, or were these the only ones and they're basically out of commission, so we can do whatever we want, kind of thing?
from the
we don't know.
information you got from Mahmoud via Shanaz, you don't really.
Yep.
Other than Hector Goa, a little low-res picture of Hector Goa and a couple of other people standing in the background, you don't
So
really.
I
have
think
an idea.
Max fear-addled mind is
Ari
going
actually
to,
has the
yeah.
best idea of how many of them there are because, but
He's
Maybe there's,
personally
like,
been beaten up by all of them.
Well, what if
There
there's
are
like
at least
hundreds of
30 of
them?
them.
Yeah, well, that's
Big
what that's
It
what
took
Max
30
thinking.
30
Like-
to
50
take
big
me down.
plugs.
Yeah, like
Cybernetically
Mac-
enhanced knuckles.
Yeah, Mac is now just going, well, what if there's like 70 of them and they're like scouring the city for them? Like, we can't just wander around. I mean, I could try landing it, but we've got a busted up landing gear. Like, it's a huge risk, and I don't think
Whose
I got
fault was
in me,
that?
man. Yeah, it was my fault, and I'm not, and I know my weakness. I know that I can't be landing this fucking ship. Voice in my head that you've returned.
You can
Okay,
try.
self-esteem that's already very low. Don't continue. I know I can't. That's like, yeah, that's what I say too serious. I'm like,
He's gonna take my 9 point damage just by thinking now.
I feel like you
Plus-
should arbitrarily take mind points off of yourself.
Yeah,
Whenever you
I'm
feel
giving. Yeah, I
Just-
give. I basically have been
just roll
giving
mine.
Lewis darkness points. Just hand over
any event,
fist.
We're gonna swap over to Ari now, who's still sitting at the bar. As
Right.
the
Have I seen any
continues-
movement around my bike?
You haven't really,
Okay.
but you
I need to create some sort of...
haven't got a good view of the inside of the bar where it's near, or any of the buildings around. There's continuously people walking about
Okay.
in big groups. They're going to parties, they're going to watch the entertainers, they're standing around the bonfires, they're getting food and stuff. So there's a continuous crowd in flux, in motion,
Okay.
and you
I'm
can
gonna
see
make a
your
run
bike
for it.
through that.
But I need to create some sort of distraction.
I also love the idea that like the flares have gone off. They've heard laser fire, and it's like, woo, fireworks! Yeah, woo!
Way to go! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, way too many 90s flashbacks going on right now.
Just you wait until Nye
See,
activates the
apparently
foam
it's
cannon
not
on the
that,
front of the gun,
it's
front of the ship.
not that that crazy a situation. We've all been there.
So I've got a computer. Can I use it to hack the local
Planet.
systems? I want to try and create a local power cut or power surge if I can.
That is going to take some work. Jello and the city of Kumul are a bit of a backwater, but even still, the power systems are protected.
Okay.
So you could do that.
Is there
Possibility of doing that, but it will be difficult.
Are
Even a
there
localized
ATMs like cash machines or credit machines?
There are little burr transfer units that you can attach your transactor to, and but that's usually you use them because they're connected to your transactor, and you use that to create a little flash drive of burr if you potentially want to pay something in the equivalent of cash.
Does do I remember if the bar opposite, the one where I was in originally, have like some sort of view screen inside?
Yes.
Would it be possible to hack that? Oh,
Yeah.
because then what I want to do is hack it, put a message up saying free drinks at the bar now, which will create a bit of a surge of the crowd, and then I'm going to leg it to my bike while it does that. That's the plan.
It's definitely it's enough of a backwater that you could potentially, with your engineering skills and background, get into their Wi-Fi in any building here and so.
I've got a science. I've got a science too. So would it be science or technology? Please say technology.
It's more of a tech role because you're using a computer. You're trying to break.
Does my personal computer give me?
Is more like research or knowing what a thing is.
What's the data gen one?
Data gen is hacking.
It would be data gen or technology.
Okay.
I'm going to say preference to data gen. In fact,
I don't have data gen.
Thank you for that.
Does my computer give me a bonus at all?
It does.
Yeah, it would give you a 1 because it's the commoner item. Because that's how it does it, isn't it? Yeah.
Only going to give you a 1 anyway because you don't have data gen. So you're using the equivalent of like you're trying to hack it, but you're not as proficient as a data gen would be. So it's
limited success of 2.
You successfully managed to hack into it, and the message flashes up: free drinks at the bar.
And then I will leg it to my speeder.
but you're also pretty sure that your terminal got pinged in the hacking attempt. So if they were to trace it,
I'll
they
leave
could-
my terminal. I'll leave it where I am.
they could
and
trace it back to you.
The terminal can stay here. I'll get another one. I'm rich.
Are you just leaving it like that, or
Wow, you're not even like wiping it or anything. That's a brave
Yeah,
decision.
that was like-
Jeez.
Oh no, I'll like, you know.
Ari's personal computer? I wonder who it belongs to.
Well, I like the idea. It's like, wow, holy shit! Look at this bank account right here. Well, I'll just
Yeah, all
no,
right,
no,
good point.
no.
no, you're rich. I mean, I don't know.
I will.
Ari is not rich.
No,
Oh,
no, I'll
yeah.
take it with me. I'll take it with me and leg it to my bike.
Just turn it off or something.
We
Okay.
don't know. Well, serious. I'm currently like just having a panic attack. My third one of the day. So don't. Yeah, we don't know.
Just
can,
the third one. Oh, we're fine then.
You can hear massive commotion on the inside. People shouting, "Yeah, but the drinks are free." No, it's a mistake. No,
That was an hour
no free
ago.
drinks." And
You gotta wait another hour for the
yeah.
free drinks.
people inside are clearly shouting and.
That's all I need. So
Yeah.
I will be running to the bike, jumping on the bike, and going.
Yeah.
Vulcan says, "If you're rich, the least you could do is buy the free round of drinks."
Oh, yeah, you could just done that. Yeah, drinks on me, and I'd get the cab there.
Otherwise, I get a darkness point now.
Yeah. That's fair.
Are you going straight back to the spaceport, or?
Well, now I've got a comm system, so I'm going to be, as I'm driving, as I'm flying out, I will be comming and going.
As you're comming and as you're approaching, you see this massive flash in the distance of what you definitely know to be the Fortune's Breeze's countermeasures, because you've spent enough time fucking about
So I
with
will
them.
steer away from the spaceport because now I know
And,
shit's
yeah.
going down.
You see the Fortune's Breeze cycle up and then just shoot.
Does
Lean
the
out,
main characters
smash into
then
the
fall on
side.
top of me from the sky? Is that where we are from timing wise? He literally falls on my bike. She falls on my bike.
Yeah, I'll use a couple of darkness points for that. Yeah, you're all. No. You see it smash into the side as it pitches over, but then it shoots straight up and out. In
which case, when I comm them, I'll comm the captain, and I'll shout, "Stop banging holes in the ship!"
That's not my fault.
Then you just hear like
You say
quietly
as
in the
you-
background.
From-
What? There's like 70 of them, and they're like on
That's
giant mutant kangaroos.
From what I'm hearing, that's your fault.
No, I
Hey,
didn't
I
say
didn't-
shit.
I don't fly that type of crash.
Okay.
I was the
that's-
one who
that's fine.
did in the landing gear. I'm assuming it's the landing gear.
I'm sorry, it's hard. Okay, I've had a
But-
stressful
okay, so-
day.
yeah. So
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
captured.
Okay, so
I
what,
escaped. Where do I need to go?
And now we're gonna swing back over to Shanaz, who's sort of lying there.
Yeah, gracefully.
I was gonna say like Wile E. Coyote, like the
Zitani and Hansa have disappeared.
Right, as soon as they disappear, I'm up and I'm off. And I shall leave my Dupata, since it would
Okay.
probably have floated
Yeah.
down slightly slower than me anyway. And I'm going straight into the cloud. So I'm still camise and trousers, the baggy trousers
Yeah.
thing. But hair is now loose, unfortunately. I'm going to go
In the
straight to the
distance-
police station.
Beyond the bonfires, you also see a distant flash of light.
I'm heading straight to the police station, but I'm going to calm the captain, Sirius.
all you hear is, "It's not my fault. I've had a really stressful day, and I didn't mean to break the landing gear."
Captain, we have a further problem.
Oh no! I'm not the captain.
Another one.
Yes, turns out the chief of police is involved with the syndicate,
Oh, bloody hell.
as is the chief judge, who's my ex-husband.
What? Come again?
The chief judge is also involved with the syndicate.
Yeah, right.
They just threw me off a building.
Sirius, who
Yeah.
is it? Who is it?
You're pretty
Is it
much
good news?
all on the line at the moment. Because
It's for
Ari
you.
was also coming at the same time.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no,
we've got like
yeah.
a shared line.
We
Hey,
can
conference
we can
call.
make like a call conf or something. It's fine.
Well, I'm
Serious-
standing
serious
next to
comments
like,
on
Sirius,
this.
like
add
trying
to
to listen
call,
in.
add to call.
Let me put Ari on the line as well. Yeah. Right. So, yeah. Quick heads up. What's going on? We've been attacked by the syndicate at the spaceport. So we had to basically go away from here for a while.
Well, we're just
you
up in the
behind.
sky.
That's
Yeah.
what they did.
Yeah, Mahmoud was set up by them and the chief of police.
Oh,
He hasn't committed any crime. He's being fitted up for the crime that the syndicate are committing in league with the chief of police.
Great, just great. Right, we need to figure out what to do next.
I
We all
was
need to find a
abducted by 50 large blokes.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Lucky
sure I
you.
see I see who you mean, because when you escaped, they came up right to the spaceport.
What? I'm not getting a lashing for escaping, am I, Captain?
No, but we were already trying to trade for your release, and there's
Ari, can you make it to the police precinct? I'm heading there
can.
now.
right.
Right,
Are you sure that's a safe place for you to be?
No, but I have a suspicion that there might be a young man there who will be most intrigued by my recording of the chief of police admitting to being involved with the syndicate.
wait, we're landing at the chief of police building? Right, got it.
Can you actually do that?
No, of course I can.
I
I'm
can't even
joking.
land on a space platform.
You could try.
No, I'm not landing
I'm
on a
willing to let
building.
you try.
No,
Why are you wasting my time
we
for
will
that?
all die
Damn it.
horribly. You have 8 like darkness points. You'll burn them all at once with me trying to land.
I'm a bit low on darkness points at the moment. So.
Oh, don't worry,
what a shame.
you'll be a plenty once I start having the hands on the wheel of this plane spaceship.
Your luck's got to
thing.
change at some point.
No.
Especially with that +1 in piloting.
All
Mind
right,
you, you
yeah,
had
get-
quite a good day yesterday with the old rolls, didn't you?
No,
This is
I
when you're paying
broke
for it.
Oh, yesterday. Yes, I had very good rolls yesterday.
All right. At this point, as Shanaz is no doubt also walking towards the police station as she talks, I'm going to let Shanaz also roll an observation check.
Limited success.
Twitch is already predicting an episode 5 of 3.
Yeah. Don't worry, there's already a prediction of part 8 of 4. So it's like the alien game, apparently. But Shanaz notices out of the corner of her eye as she's walking through the crowd that there's someone else sort of walking parallel. And
What's
it's
going on
very
in that
much
stupid city?
a parallel. That's why it seems out of place. But the moment you catch them, they disappear into the next group of people and you don't see them again.
Are there any clothes shops open? No, of course there aren't any clothes shops open. What am I talking about?
No, that was also the other weird law they keep in. All clothes shops must remain open. It's so strange, the legislation behind
However,
the Nye
To
There are
be
lots of
honest,
street
yeah, we could
parties
just
happening.
ask Nye how the Festival of Nye
Yeah,
goes down.
exactly.
But
Yeah.
no, there are
But there are lots of
entertainer troops, dancing troops and things like that, who potentially also have their costumes and stuff with them.
You're just gonna nick their clothes, the poor people. Oh my god.
I'm just going to take
Needs
like
must.
the odd bit here and there. I'm looking for sort of shawls, scarves, a cloak, maybe that kind of thing, something that will cover me up, maybe something to wrap around my hair and hide my head, but just like a few bits and pieces. And I do want to make sure that the colors don't clash too horribly with what I'm already wearing.
Well, now you're making it difficult, so I'm going to
Priorities.
roll for that. Just for
That's
the fun of
fine.
it.
The ping channel intensifies.
As you go by and like snatch a shawl, you just hear in the background, "Oh, where's my dead mother's shawl?" Oh, you're just like, "Oh, fuck! It's for the greater good. It's for the
Shouldn't have
greater
left
good."
it on the floor, should she?
Yeah,
No,
I'm
no,
pretty
she should
sure
not have.
Shanaz
You
would
cruel
not
person.
really have that much of a problem with that. If I'm reading her correctly. Shouldn't have left it.
I'd only have a problem with it if I got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, even
Dexterity
then.
to pilfer a few bits and
Yeah.
pieces.
Probably
There we go, a
Pulling them
limited
off poor
success.
people's heads.
But I'm not going
Um,
for anything super extravagant, just like
Comment from the chat.
cloak,
Shanaz
scarf,
can't
shawl.
attend a different party with the same outfit.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be wrong.
I'm going to let you take the clothing, but it does kind of clash with what you have on. Because I know that will hurt more.
And
in
then
the
as
long
you
run.
go past, some people like, some people like, they giggle slightly and they think it's very embarrassing that you showed up with
Actually,
like,
this is
clashing
how
colours.
everybody's wearing it. on
Dayglow
tour.
green? What is this? The
Peasants.
90s?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the kind of her that you take 1 mind point damage or something? Like,
Yeah.
oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah, they better not be sniggering at me, because otherwise I'm changing fashion just so this does look cool.
One mind point
If you-
that you have it on.
This
Ari,
is brilliant.
are
Yes.
you making your way to the constabulary as
Yeah,
well?
I'll make my way to constabulary.
With a thing that is.
I know it's like a moped, but I just imagine it like a little push scooter, like just like that across. It's like,
Slightly swerving.
yeah, exactly.
And
Is
every
it like
time Ari has to put his foot down as well, otherwise it's sort of
I kind of thought it might be like a
drops and-
chopper.
Yes,
like
no,
a-
no,
Yeah, I
a
imagine
wheeler
more
thing, right?
impressive.
pretty much like maybe a speeder bike from Star Wars, but without
Yeah.
the front end on that long bit at the front.
A more like commercial,
Just sort of,
yeah.
like a motorbike but floats with no wheels.
Yeah.
In that case, Sirius and Mac, what are you planning now? Because you've got
Oh gosh. So
a bunch of information in.
Yep.
And you're flying.
wait, has
through
Sirius
Yeah,
told me? Because I imagine I would have been like faffing, like for all my jokes, I probably would have been faffing around
Yeah.
with the controls, not listening.
Did you add him to the call? Or were you like, no, Mac doesn't?
On
need
my
to know
big
anything?
backpack.
No.
Well, I've got like the big backpack radio, so I take that out, I fiddle with it. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, but he didn't.
I
he
need
didn't
his mind.
select add to call, so you're just
Oh,
sort of,
cruel!
yeah.
I don't even
Like,
think they
Mac-
know my com number. They just don't. They've never added it. Oh.
I need his mind
called
concentrated
the ship.
concentrating on the piloting.
Okay, Captain. So what you want me to do? Do you want me to land? Do you want me to take a shuttle down? What are we doing?
Is there a place where you can land? First question. Pretty sure you can.
It'll have to.
Figure
It'll
that
have
out.
to be on
area?
solid ground. I can't land on the sand because our
Right.
our ship will just go right through.
What's our options? Because my plan A is land back on the planet because that's easier.
Well, we're still in orbit. Like we're literally like just above the city. We've not gone anywhere.
You're
of
not.
course.
You're not in the stratosphere.
Yeah, we're
or
like a
Yeah,
helicopter
sort of-
at this point,
yeah,
just hovering
pretty
in
much
one spot.
helicopter or plane sort of.
Plan A, land on the planet if we can find a suitable place. Plan B, if we can't, go back to the station, dock there, take a shuttle back. That's gonna take much more time. It's gonna be a bit annoying.
Okay. Well, the options are this. We can try and find some like rock formation somewhere, but that'll be outside the city and we'll have to walk in. And I and I don't know how long that'll take.
Are we still on a call at this point, or are you two just talking to each other?
Well,
Yeah,
we
probably
can leave it
talking to each
on.
other,
Do you
I
really
think.
want to hear
I
Mac?
think, yeah, I think the
Well,
I can give you a location.
estimating where it's
so
going to end up.
yeah, that's true.
the
We haven't,
reason,
we haven't
because if we're
finished
on the call, I
the-
can give you a location to go to fly to.
Potentially,
Where?
just as a GM note, if you're on the call still and discussing all of this, you also can't be certain that there's not anyone else listening.
Yes,
That's
that there's
true.
no
Yes,
one
that's true,
listening.
but
fair
we,
enough.
we,
I
we,
will-
we already
I'll have to com them the detail. I didn't give you the location.
Simon,
did I?
You
nice.
didn't
we,
know.
we
All
have
we
that
know is the
location
police.
already.
You transferred it, but that was
Well-
a straight transfer from your
Yeah, I've got the location. I
Your
haven't had a chance to
pad to
transfer
the
it to
ship.
them.
yeah.
Ra-
So it's a
rationally
maybe that's
speaking,
computer rather
So
than
yeah, no, I think the plan is to meet up at the station.
Yes, no,
for
I
now.
got-
So
I
that's what we.
gathered that.
I mean, that's what we would have said on the com,
yeah.
and now we're probably talking to each other. Yeah, just what do we do now?
Captain, I have to land on something solid, and there are only two things on the planet that are solid: the ground and a building. And I'm not landing on a building because there's even if there is a building
I'm not
big
sure
enough
they're
to
that
have.
solid.
No, that's not a wise exactly. Like I'm
can you-
saying
can
that
you ch-
facetiously.
Can you check the map, see what's suitable?
Okay.
I can't do that for you, so
Yeah, no, I'll open it up. I'm assuming that's a tech roll to like scan the maps and
Yeah,
survey. and
Because at the
geographical
the
data.
most obvious part you can find is sort of towards the escarpment.
Yeah, I figured
Because
there'd be.
that's all rock formation all the way. So
Well-
the
well,
bit
yeah,
before it
'cause-
and a bit past it towards the desert is all rock.
Well,
But
yeah, they
around the city, there's going to be some as well along the coastline.
would
But yeah.
yeah, they'd have to build
'Cause otherwise
near
they-
some kind of
Yeah,
rock
they're not
formation.
going to build a city on loose sand. 'cause-
Well, but also they'd need the rocks for the buildings is the other thing. So I failed.
Or they used plaster.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, that's
yeah.
cool. I still failed. It's just like, yeah.
My dad's a plasterer, so I
Oh,
always
that's
think of
cool.
plaster first.
Yeah, I'm scanning the maps and I just can't. Like,
The
yeah.
internet, that's information you now know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. So, yeah, the only thing you can find where you could potentially land a ship of this size is parts of the escarpment.
And that's
That's
out in the
yeah,
boonies, isn't it? That's way,
Yeah.
way out. We're going to be at.
that
So that, yeah, I'll say that to the captain. Sorry. Captain, the way I see it, it's going to be a hike either way. So it's up to you. We can take the risk with the escarpment, or we can take the shuttle, which also has risk because they might just wait at the shuttle ports anyway. But that's all we can do. I will let you decide.
obviously you do also still have that the information you received from Shanaz
Yes.
about the potential location of Wahid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. I was about to say, is that
Yeah,
a
but
landable area?
Sirius knows because that is an area. Well,
Right, yeah, I'm gonna point out
Mahmoud's
that
mentioned an area
and see if
called
there's,
in Caverns, which is in a wadi within the escarpment. So
yes, I'm gonna point that out on the map and say, what do we have around here that we can use?
if you want to split the party completely,
No, it's not the
We
split.
only just got it back together.
you're not
Well,
really
it's-
back
We're
together.
not even
at the
really
moment.
back together.
You're just
It's not
talking
the
to each
split
other
of
We can at
on
least
the
talk to
phone.
each other, yeah.
Like,
It's the fact that
how?
yeah,
Spider.
my rolls have been absolute rubbish,
I believe
and
in
I
you, man.
don't. Yeah.
I
oh
believe in you.
God.
I have faith.
Okay, yeah, we can land on the escarpment. What could go wrong? I mean, aside from the fact that I could crash the ship, or then it could sink into the sand, or they might be waiting for us there and kill us.
Also, for the
Yeah,
Brits,
they're
the
not gonna be
Fortune
faster than
British
a ship.
Doesn't have a nuke. They could blow themselves up. But...
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
Yeah, you do have a reroll.
I do. And I can push it to give them a darkness points. I've got options. Yeah, okay. So I'll fly to the escarpment and I'll try and land on it or near it
Did you
or whatever.
discuss that with
No, you don't. You don't want to do. You don't want to give me a nuke. Oh, I'm sad.
But Captain, what do you want me to go to the
20,000
escarpment
dollars
and find this
votes to
Wahid
get
guy, or go to
Sorry, I
where
can't
is
hear
this?
you.
Oh, can you not? Am I not close enough to the mic? Or
No, I mean Luis.
No, I
Oh,
said
sorry.
20,000 Garblag groats and you get a nuke.
Yeah, shame. I'm only at 12k.
What would we do with that? What
I
fucking
should,
use
I
would
should have
that
said
be?
40. That's closer than I was expecting.
But yeah, I'm usually following the stream so I can have the chat. So I'm getting points, and I don't want to give myself reroll because that's not fair. I should follow more of the show online, to be fair.
Look, if you want, we can try and land to near where the contact is that you told me about. That I hope you told me about. If you didn't tell me about,
I just
going
pointed you
off
on the
of
map.
it. Okay. Yeah, I can land there. It's solid and it's near to a location, so it's realistic. I gotta be honest with you, Captain. I'm not. I don't know if I'm up to it confidence wise. I've not been having a great day, and I'm a bit scared, honestly.
I have entire confidence in your skills.
Could I roll to observation to see if he's bullshitting me?
If you really
I probably
do you
wouldn't
want
know.
to roll? Do you want to roll against my manipulation roll? Or?
Yeah. Try no. It's fine. I trust
free
you
to
being
roll
honest.
manipulation to try and boost his confidence.
Do you not have like a captainy role you can make to inspire me or something?
Sirius is the captain, so he can give you a +1 if he commands you to do something.
Well, there you
you
go.
follow
Command me
that
to land it,
command.
and I'm rolling
Yeah, it's gonna
10
be that,
dice.
yeah.
Also, not follow that command, and then you don't get the +1.
Sir, do you want to command me to land the ship there?
Yes, go there. Let's land there.
Okay. All right. Okay.
We need to have like if we have a quick escape way, that's gonna be better.
Okay.
We don't want to be rushing to the shuttle port.
So I get a
hurry.
+1 from that, right? To land the ship. Okay. I'm gonna fly her over there, and I'm gonna land it on the escarpment, and I'm gonna roll my dice because I presume there's a roll for this. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm rolling my dice.
After all this talking, I expect there's a roll.
Here we go.
Oh,
3,
I
2,
didn't wanna
1.
use darkness points for that. Let it
You can
slide
use them if you
for
want. It's a limited success. I only got 2 out of 10 dice, but there we go.
Oh boy. What are you dice? Change your dice.
I can't. They're electronic.
Change your electronic die.
They change every time you roll them.
Technically, yeah.
No, they don't. You just delete those 2 off the screen and then get 2 new ones up on the screen.
Yeah.
That'll teach
Well, they're
them.
not. It's not that kind of one either. It's basically
teach
just a
them, yeah.
number one.
And any of the fortune's breeze shudders and shakes its way back.
but she always does
as
that.
you're used to that, but it makes you more uncomfortable because you're really on
Feature.
edge. You're
Yeah.
just, and
Land or down.
as you bring it down, it lands on the 2 perfectly good landing gear, but still buckles through a bit on the bad side. So you know that taking off is going to probably remain a problem.
Okay.
That's your limited success.
Captain, do you want to go to the place where the person is, and I maybe stay here and fix the landing gear?
You're pretty much on the Kummel side of the escarpment, so you'd have to move through a little cavern into the wadis and then through to the singing caverns themselves. You've landed on the rock formations just in front of the escarpment, because obviously landing on a big mountainy, hilly type range is a bad idea with a ship.
Yeah, I don't do caves, Captain. I don't do caves. I don't do underwater. I don't do trees. I don't do slight inclines. I don't do.
Someone needs to stay on the ship anyway.
pools.
Because the last thing we need is to get back and find it covered in syndicate members.
Yeah, thank you. Voice in my head. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Oh.
Magic force.
I like that one.
I'm really tempting to be sarcastic and say you don't do pilotic either. So
I don't really do anything.
Pretty sure that Sirius could.
But I'm not gonna because no. I still need my pilots.
He's our
Do
good
you
luck
want to-
mascot.
Yeah.
I imagine this sort of
Your
this sort
gong.
of internal monologue where Sirius is just like, all I wanted to do was fly a ship around and sell some cargo, but this is what I've ended up
Well,
with.
but this is like even the simplest
what
of
did
like
I do to
selling
the icons to deserve that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like even something as simple as selling produce, like transport produce, turns into one of these adventures, largely through our own,
Reckless
Alright.
incompetence.
I've got to say you've really helped me in this.
Ah,
But there you go. Now, Shanaz and Ari, you're both approaching the constabulary from from opposite sides, obviously.
Okay, so I shall walk in through the front door. Is it Namid or Gabriel? Or Gabriel who's on?
Namid is still sitting there with his body armor lying on the table next to his gun, and he's still probably playing Coriolis, Jello solitaire on his computer because he seems to be
Not very good at it.
Yeah, and also he just has nothing to do with his time. But you can see a few cubicles back down that Gabriel is still sat there. He's working away furiously, as you would expect.
On
So
festival
I'll
day.
go in.
Poor guy.
And I
Namid
shall
looks up this time because he pretty much wasn't expecting anyone. So
immediately be distressed.
You hope it was Jello solitaire he was looking at, but sorry, just shot into my mind there. I'm a terrible person. But anyway,
Officer Namid, I must speak with Officer Gabriel. A terrible crime is being perpetrated.
a crime. Well, you can report it to me.
I think both of you probably need to hear. It's quite serious, quite large scale, and it may be more than any one man could handle. This could be your hour.
Namid seems completely uncomfortable at the idea of it being his hour to do anything.
You want me to work?
Gabriel? Gabriel? And he stands up straight again as usual and marches over. Once again calls you Mrs.
Yeah.
Bahia. Yeah, sorry. You've returned. Is it to do with Mahmoud? Is there something the matter?
There is. It's much more serious than the matter of Mahmoud. Mahmoud is, as I thought, an innocent victim caught up in machinations beyond his understanding even. I'm afraid I have some terrible news. But perhaps you had
come with proof.
Well, perhaps it is
suspicious.
Best that you hear it yourself, and I shall play back the recording that I took on the roof.
Nice.
Yeah. You see his face all color drains from it. And Namid is also immediately kind of like, where can I run away to potentially escape being any part of this? But Gabriel's eyes seem to settle after a while, and
I promised you, Officer Gabriel, that I would not return without some evidence to exonerate my friend's employee. Unfortunately, I found more than I had planned.
This is indeed
At the end of this recording,
problem.
Police Chief threw me from the roof of a high building.
He's remained stunned at that.
And I shall show the sort of scrapes that I've got as a result. Little did he know that I wear a gravity belt. And it was that saved me at the last moment. Had I not
is,
been wearing it, he would have got away with the murder this night.
Yeah, sure, because you wouldn't have found it as a way to manipulate him doing something else. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But yeah, your your recording also pretty much ends with Hamza shouting in the background, "Tani, what are you doing?" So it's sort of Gabriel is shocked to the core. Like, well, we'll have to. I mean, he's trying to work out if he has the authority to arrest Satani himself and how to go about it. But
Mind trauma.
mhm.
No trauma dose, trauma
If
lab.
you want to push him to do anything, now would be the moment, because
That's
he
what
is
I'm
very
thinking.
much
Yes, I'm
shocked.
looking for the mental trauma thing.
I want to remind everyone that we're gonna fuck off like by the end of this evening. So we have just left we've just left this bombshell on them. And it's gonna be like, bye, your whole system is heavily corrupt. Bye, you deal with that. Yeah, it's bye.
Isn't
It's
that how?
almost as if we
Yeah.
were player characters.
No, I know we are just we're definitely doing a bit of
It's
murder
not-
hobo here.
It is
Right,
not our
so
job
that's-
to change your entire governmental structure, but
That's
these are the
4
facts.
successes
Goodbye.
on manipulation then. So critical plus.
Yeah, he's actually like,
Okay.
it's all a lie.
Yeah, if you want to ask him to do anything, he will probably, if it's not too extreme, if it's fairly extreme, he'll probably still agree to it at the moment. He is completely
Start a military coup.
with one man.
take
Although he-
over the planet, yeah.
On the one hand, most of the other constables are probably very drunk at this point, so he does have an advantage.
Please, Officer Gabriel, release Mahmoud.
Yeah,
I fear
that's-
for his safety tonight. We will take him away. The evidence that you have will stay with you. The contraband cargo that you seized can remain also. Mahmoud knows nothing of any of this. He has been a puppet at the hands of the syndicate who recently attempted to attack our ship. And I have a friend outside who can corroborate that they attempted to kidnap him as well. And I'll call Ari
Yeah.
in at that point.
Ari, by that point,
Hello.
yeah.
And I shall sort of nudge him and say, look respectable.
Gabriel is
he will-
phased enough that he probably doesn't immediately notice that you're drunk.
It's actually been a good. Well, I haven't had a drink since leaving the last bar, so
Yeah.
But
You're in that sweet spot where
yeah,
Been
so,
almost 20
kind of
minutes since he was
confident
drunk.
but not entirely plastered.
so I will attempt to kind of brush myself down and wipe the mud off, and maybe if there's any material to hand, use it to clean off the dirt.
Yeah. No,
Can we start a space
Gabriel-
rebellion?
you can if you really
What?
want, but
Yes. That'd be awesome.
Ah, there we go. 92. Right. Stress.
I'm pretty sure that's beyond the
Scope, yeah. fair
scope
enough.
of this
Fair enough.
current
Yeah.
intended mini
No, I know.
mini adventure.
Come
But
on, tear
they,
down the corrupt governments and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so effectively, my manipulation of him was the equivalent of like 3
yeah,
mind
not-
stress to him to
Oh,
sort of
God.
I'm not
push him
gonna-
in our direction,
yeah. I'm not going to take the stress off him, but I'm going to say that he basically
using it for that.
Yeah, he will.
No,
pretty
the
much-
chat
Yeah,
said
because
you
follow
he
you.
would
should
just pass out.
now it said
my
on the
God.
chat we should have asked him to give us the nuke.
Yeah, to be fair, we have just said to him, yeah, your entire faith in the system,
Yeah.
it's gone.
You know that
The
previous
judge comes, the
episode
police
where,
chief is
yeah,
corrupt.
where you
All
kept
corrupt.
telling
Can't
us,
trust
well,
us
it's
on the
my job
planet."
to uphold the law because it's the judge's job to actually,
Yeah, yeah.
Well, none of that works.
He's
Oh.
he's had his realization of how cruel the interplanetary
Um,
system is.
Possession 29 out of 3.
Yeah.
Start of the rebellion.
Gabriel looks at Namid and says, "Yeah, go get Mahmoud now. Bring him out here, and
he's like,
check his possessions out as well."
If you have any contacts in the Legion, now might be the time to call them in. This could be serious.
The Legion doesn't really. You're really starting.
Well, there was a ship
really
around,
starting a
so
coup.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
there was
the
a ship.
Legion never really comes out this far. They
Yeah.
don't tend to pass the first asteroid belt
Oh
because,
my
Because
Jello
we encountered a ship when we came here, right?
I think the last time the Legion was this far was the battle.
There are
the
two
one that
ships
left Alta debris.
Oh,
There's
nearby, within comm range. If you have an interplanetary comm, you should be able to reach them. They're in system.
but Mac.
They're looking for
Roll.
the syndicate members who did this to my friends who are in league with Judge Hamza and the chief. And I don't want to load any more onto your plate, but the two of them were talking with the mayor as well.
No pressure.
The pressure,
Roll
man.
another manipulation roll.
Okie dokie.
And then we find out, like, the mayor goes, this goes all the way
Sorry.
to the top. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, we get back to our benefactor. And he
So
goes,
3
well,
successes there.
you started a revolution on Jalu.
I could never
welcome,
sell
boss.
anything there again, but yeah.
No, he will, because we're the reputable, honest, decent people that helped overthrow the corrupt
Yeah.
system.
That
Yeah.
depends on who wins.
Yeah, you
Oh.
you mean you are?
And you've just called in the big guns.
Yeah, we
to
just got in the
return
Legion. Who do you
status
think's
Yeah.
going to win?
But the
Oh,
Legion is
God.
the problem with the Legion is they're very much a kind of mercenary
That's
faction.
true. Pay as
you
So
go.
whoever pays them, they'll fight for.
Yeah.
But Gabriel's mind seems to implode a little, and he's like,
Blown.
"Well, we have an interplanetary comm. Is there really a Legion,
Oh,
a ship in
oh, God.
nearby?"
There are 2,
And yeah, he seems.
and I'll tell him the names of the ships. I personally don't remember them because for me they were 4 weeks ago,
Yeah.
but for my character they were 2 days ago.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I didn't say the name of the ships
No,
anyway. so it
No,
doesn't
no, they
matter.
don't. They, but hi, yeah, we're the space cruiser 872. Remember that name? It's really important.
87. There's a lot of space, so and a lot of
Yeah,
Legion
yeah,
ships. So it's
yeah.
at least 8725.
Yeah, just a hamburger
32-7/1. Yeah. Just remember that name and call us if you need anything. No. Ari, what are you doing at this point as you stand in the constabulary while this only sane constable seems to be slowly losing his grip on everything that has kept him tethered over the years?
More importantly,
Do you guys have a wet bar?
can I have a drink?
Ari, you're supposed to be telling him about the syndicate.
Yes, the syndicate. They're the bad guys.
Yes, what did they do to you?
Well, they beat me up.
And
And kidnapped me as well. I don't
Yes.
know. I hit my head quite hard, and then I had another drink.
they hit your head
and-
hard when they kidnapped you and beat
Yes.
you up.
Yes, like she said.
And how
they-
did you find yourself? Did you rescue?
I was in a
Ari, or-
bar,
but
minding
you
my
fell
own
from a
business,
building.
having a drink, and then I was hit from behind, and I was dragged to like a warehouse or something, where 30 blokes tried to hold me prisoner, but I overcame them and jumped out of a window.
I was hoping you'd increase it like 100.
Yeah,
even
that'll be the
1,000.
next time I tell it.
Yeah. But then they're like, oh my God. I mean, we're gonna need everybody. We're gonna have to call in every Legion member possible.
Yeah.
I thought
There's like 20
dozen.
constables and most of them are Namid. Oh no, what am I gonna do? No.
Namid is basically the Constable Nobby Knobs in space, isn't he? Though?
Oh yeah, no, he's completely incompetent.
but just to be a kind GM, at that moment, their emergency number flashes, and Gabriel picks up, and you hear him speaking to someone on his comm unit. There's apparently been an attack in the spaceport as well. Because it took the
ship.
port officials that long to be able to
I don't know what you're talking
find the
He's-
comm link.
he's on-
Have they attacked our ship?
He's on the thing, and all it says is Order 66, and he just goes, he just turns. Oh god!
Well, to
The
come,
syndicate
comes.
attacking our ship to stop us from being able to get away.
Yeah, phone us up. Mac will get like the
Yeah.
entire fucking legion.
Have they
on
only
this.
just told you about that? That happened like an hour ago.
There you go. They've all been blinded for an hour. The syndicate's probably still stumbling away. I can barely see anything.
Well, that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to apprehend the syndicate members, but they were blind too. So it was kind of like, oh,
Those
this
men
is
that
very
came to
painful.
see-
No, the spaceport officials just couldn't find the comm unit because they couldn't see.
Yeah.
It's over here somewhere.
We do need to give them like we need to apologize for that. That's a pretty fucked up thing to do.
Those men who came to see Mahmoud, they're the ones with the syndicate. They're the ones who have been behind this operation on the ground.
Hold on.
You have video images of them. You should be able to find them.
But wait,
Ari will be
Shannon,
able
you
to
were the only
confirm
one-
that it was them.
you were the only one that came to Mahmoud. It's you. No, you idiots. No, not me. Before me. The guys before me. Oh, right.
Namid
okay.
and returns with Mahmoud, who's dressed in his normal clothes, the kind of clothing you remember him wearing in general, but they're kind of looser than they used to be. So yeah, and he's like, am I free to go? What's going on here?
Yes, Mahmoud, we need to leave. I've
Okay.
given the officers all the information that I can to help with their inquiry, but we need to get out of here and we need to find the others because they could still be in danger from the syndicate while they're on the streets. Our friends won't be safe.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. We should definitely be going then. And
Officer Gabriel, Officer Namid, thank you so much for your help. If you ever find yourself as far out as Coriolis, please do look us up. We'll be happy to provide any assistance you might need.
They're dead.
Oh, they're so
Come on,
That's
they're so
Coriolis
dead.
season 2.
No, seriously, it's either. yeah.
Namid is sort of still standing there scratching his head, but Gabriel is furiously running around calling people and doing
Yeah.
something. But
Yeah, it's overtime time for everybody who's off duty. Right, let's go.
Yeah.
Ari, let's go.
And then they find out they were all in on it.
Ari has just literally sat down. He's finally
Oh.
found a seat and he's just made himself comfortable. He's about to pull out his flask, and then there's the call
Let's
to go.
go.
Yeah.
How many people can fit on your bike?
2. It's
You
a
could push
bike.
it. You could
Maybe
push it.
3.
Yeah, you can push it. Yeah.
Have someone sat on their shoulders.
I mean, you guys aren't like you're not that big, are you? You're like normal sized people. So yeah, you could smoosh up.
Why? Do you want to hop on?
I'm
Well,
not here.
We all need to escape, don't we?
Mahmoud
The three
now.
of us.
The moment
Mahmoud.
you're outside,
Yes.
Mahmoud says, "Yeah, we need to get to the singing caverns as soon as possible."
Yeah, we absolutely do. And we very much need to get out of town because
That
This
I
is-
can do. Well,
this has
why
gone
don't-
very high.
Why don't we meet the ship out of town then? Surely they've been able to find somewhere to land by
Yeah,
now.
I'm sure they have. But,
I mean,
you know, we still
very-
need to get there.
sure. Okay. Let me just find my keys.
At this
Here they
point,
are.
if possible, I would take a short break.
Yeah, we have. I would never have thought a Lewis game would get so like existentially horrifying.
Oh
guy
my god,
being
you
like-
don't know me then.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you know your entire like everything you believed in, all a lie. Yeah.
Yeah, basically I'm just pushing out
I mean, I
my
could-
world
yeah.
view, my life experiences into
Yeah.
gaming.
Just
And
doing
we
my
could-
job.
To live
Yeah,
through.
we could have told him that, like, because he was, it was kind of obvious that there was some shady shit going on, like, obviously. But it's just the way you were like, oh yeah, goes all the way to the mayor, and he's like,
Oh,
Well, it was the way I
And you
introduced
think
a
I
new bad guy
believe
with
him?
each time I spoke to him. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, by the way, the chief of police is a bad guy. Oh, by
Yeah.
the way, so's the head judge. Oh, and did I mention the mayor?
and you're gonna need a mercenary army to actually solve this problem.
The Legion, everyone kind of accepts that the Legion exists, but maybe doesn't like the Legion that much. because they are
Really?
Yes, if you
Kind
want,
of
we know
different
people.
Well, I'm fixing a strut, so
Yeah.
Well, all we got to do is pick up Wahid, and we're laughing.
Yeah.
well,
I
that's
believe
Sirius's job. I've got to make sure the ship can leave atmosphere in one piece.
back at the moment as well.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I think
everyone's
we're
back.
all back now.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So,
we've never actually gone offline. So
Yeah, I know, but we're technically all visible.
Yeah, we'll just roll with
our
it. It would still
wonderful
get.
viewers.
Yep.
I hope you all had time to get.
look at that. A glimpse behind the
Yeah.
curtain at the magic of Garblag.
Yeah, the
People
frayed,
running off to toilets
weather-worn.
and people
So, yeah.
discussing the fact that people are going to toilets and then talk about penny farthings.
Yeah. So we do we go for the Grand Slam and get the Rahid and the cargo?
We're not getting the cargo.
No,
They can keep the cargo.
Eve,
400
you
kilos of cheap
madman.
weed they can keep.
I don't know, just laying the options on the table, you know.
There were no
Mac,
Grand
just open the
Slams this
door. I'll
weekend,
throw a
I'm
hook out
afraid.
and pull it up.
we need something to do in our 18th episode, no?
No, let's just get the fuck out of here before
I
we
thought,
die.
yeah, as far as I can tell from the Twitch, that's pretty much where the rebellion starts.
Yeah, we've incited. Yeah, we've incited a revolution. We need to get out
The
of here.
great Jello War. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, well.
Episode 18 will roll around and there'll be like a grizzled Gabriel, only now he'll be like General Gabriel with a metal eye patch over one eye. And an armband
doesn't
on his
doesn't
uniform.
believe in anything anymore. He's
Well, yeah,
like,
no, but
the means justify the ends.
Yeah, he's become Darth
Or the
Vader,
ends
like
justify
that
the
kind
means.
of
He's just,
like, yeah.
He's not even sane enough to understand the quote.
Oh yeah, no, he's just insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone is
Oh.
my enemy, including
Should have
myself.
implanted
Wait,
his joints
what?
with explosives now while
He
we
has
still can.
Zatani's skull on the one side and Hamza's skull on the other side of his body.
The sins of the
Oh.
father will only be exceeded by
Right.
the sins of the son.
Right.
And
So
the,
serious, go.
authoritarian guy on the
Beyond,
ruling Jallo.
Beyond that, as Ari walks out towards his bike, sorry,
Sways out slightly.
it sways out, you can roll another observation roll.
Me? Ooh,
Yeah.
yay.
There's a lot of
Your bike.
observations roll.
It's good. Yeah, it's one of those skills.
It's
that you
important to
just...
see things.
Uh,
Also, we're
I
back,
thought-
everyone,
It's just-
and
Yeah.
thank you for staying with us.
Yeah, listening to us
Just-
talk about the
Fucking
the
penny farthing.
revolution that's
Yeah,
never
go-
coming
yeah.
or
Whoa,
will come. and we've just-
Officer
Well-
Gabriel went dark
Yeah.
quick.
Welcome to my my life.
Surely did.
Volcano UK.
How great would that be if that was our hallmark? We just we
Limited
half-assed
success.
our
Nicest
way
things
into
in the-
destroying corrupt governments just by faffing about.
We land on a planet and every corrupt government suddenly goes into a complete flap.
Oh,
And we're just
Oh, no,
blundering
not
along
them.
completely unaware
Are you
and accidentally reveal them.
Ari, are you going to push that, or do you have a reroll?
So when we get to
I don't think I have a reroll, so I will leave
you
it
can
at that.
pray.
10th
pray
planet is gonna
to
be,
the
it's
Is
gonna be
it-
people are gonna come to our spaceship. We surrender. We surrender.
The mighty fortune's breeze. Still lads skew whiff on the one.
Yeah.
side.
Because
I'm
we're not
fixing it. Give-
prepared.
I think I'll leave that failure.
We'll just weld a sled on that side.
I'm gonna
Um,
fix it. Don't worry.
Your grab bike is basically where you left it. Everything seems in order, and you hop on.
Excellent. No problem at all. What could possibly go
There
wrong?
is two people making out on it though. It's like, oh, yes, that's very nice. Just okay. Sorry.
Shove off. Just kept to
Lewis,
shove
will
off.
we all fit on his bike? Is it like, this is what we were trying to work out. Is it like a Star
It's a
Wars
massive
speeder
chopper.
bike? Or is it like
Yeah.
a crappy little scooter?
Like I said, I pretty much imagine it like a speeder bike, but without that long front section with the bars and a little bit at the front. So it's just sort of a, it's basically
So it is the size of a
bike
big
length.
motorbike, so we
Yeah.
probably could all fit on
You
it then.
probably, it's more like one of those touring motorbikes with the side boxes and things like that that are reasonably chunky as well. So
You managed
It'll
to really
be-
squeeze.
yeah, it'll be difficult, but you could potentially all three squish yourselves.
It won't
on.
be a problem because in a minute when it explodes and we all die, that'll be us over.
Well, no.
Yeah, the starship is gonna drop the nuke anyway. So
He's got darkness points. I still don't
Sirius
understand
is
how benefit
saving
that's
up
going to be for
those,
us.
saving up those 20,000 groats for his nuke. Yeah.
12.4 now.
Are you just heading straight out towards where? Do you,
Yeah, well, we're going to go
you
meet the ship.
currently
So.
know where the ship is? I think. Yeah.
No,
the
but we
last
can
time you
They're
spoke-
going.
Oh, yeah, we know they're
going
on the
to
escarpment.
caverns.
Yeah, so we'll head that way.
Yeah. Okay.
If you come, I can let you discreetly know where we are.
Well, not really. It'll be on an open channel, so anyone
Yeah,
listening
without,
is just going to be
without
like,
telling the exact location, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, we
can
didn't tell
manage
you
to,
guys we were there. We said we were going to the police. We were going to get there. So for all you
How
know,
hard can it be to find a giant spaceship?
that's
We're in the
very
place
true.
we put that thing that
That's not
time.
in the city.
Yeah.
That you're- yeah. But
Can't you like ping the our communicators through or locate our communicators anyway?
I can, but they'll know that we're using our communicators if they are listening. to
If
us.
they're listening in on our comms, which they
Well, I
probably
mean,
aren't because the
didn't
transmitter that they put on you
earlier
pulled
in
off.
the previous session we did like ping Ari's communicator to find roughly where he was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or do you
So,
need a computer for that? I'm not sure.
Right, let's go.
Anyway,
you blast out of Kumul, out of the old town, out of the sprawl, and into a sort of deserty area beyond, heading towards the ridge line that you can see in the distance, because that is the last known location of the Fortune's Breeze.
I'm going to ditch that horrible cloak that doesn't match my color scheme.
Just let it
Yeah.
fly off behind you.
I
Into
don't know. I might stand up and like Tu Wong Fu it.
Also, people always dispose of your waste properly. This was an infomercial by Black Games. Yeah.
And remember, if you want to take down that corrupt government, just start a revolution.
Um,
Sorry.
This is not the
but don't
day to
lead
say that. But
Oh
yeah.
yeah, sorry.
You, Sirius and Mac, you're on the ship. Are you preparing anything? Are you going out or?
I was going
Are
to
you
prepare the
waiting for them?
strut.
yeah, I'm gonna check what's around. I want to be sure.
Well, I
that
thought you were
there's
going to
no
go
one-
just go grab him so we can get the fuck out of here because we don't know they're coming yet. So
I'm not getting in the case, but I want to make sure to have a look at around, see.
all right. Well, I'm going
There's
to go try and
something
get
you're-
the strut fixed or the landing gear, whatever the fuck it is.
Do you have tech?
Yeah, no, my
Hmm.
tech's about the same as not now that Ari's upgraded it, but yeah, it was about the same. Intelligence is roughly as well.
Yeah.
With my luck, though.
Sirius, you can roll a general observation roll as well for
Sure.
the outside. See if there's anything about.
Observation to limited success. It's two.
Yeah, no. You're pretty certain there's no one else around. You're really out in the sticks as well. From what you can see behind you, the ridgeline sort of starts. There's a little area, and you can see the kind of a worn-out kind of
Excuse me.
trail, maybe, that's heading towards Kumul, and that heads off into this area between the escarpment ridges, which probably leads down into the middle area where there's...
Does anyone get the feeling that we're about to be ambushed?
I don't know. we
You're not
just
there
got
yet.
ambushed.
You don't know.
Well, maybe
But,
not true, but
just-
we've
Just
been
as my,
ambushed
just
yet.
as my alcoholic infused sense of paranoia.
Are we being followed, by the way?
what are the chances that we are getting ambushed twice in a row?
Pretty high.
Who are you saying this to?
Wait a second. Do you still have dark points?
I'm pretty certain you're the kind of people who get ambushed most of the time. They intend to just attack you, but it ends up being an ambush
Because we're not paying attention.
'Cause you're not.
Yeah,
So
Lewis,
can
are we being
I-
followed on the bike at all?
You can roll an observation check as well.
Can I make an
No.
observation check for that, or because it's a different thing?
Whoever you're probably
Driving,
I'm probably driving,
you,
yeah.
but-
That's limited
I'll let you-
success from me.
The moment you leave Kabul, you're pretty sure you saw someone at the edge of town looking out at you as you went past.
Can we wave?
You
Yeah,
can
is it-
wave.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a threatening someone outside time, not just there's a person that's decided to step outside
That's
time.
the point at
they
which
look
I will
very
release
much
my-
different to anyone else you've
Oh,
the syndicate
God.
members or anything else you've encountered.
Hey, psst, 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 there's someone trying
That's
to be
the point
sneaky.
at which I will release my cloak then.
You know what? They snatch it out of the air. as it
Oh
floats up
God! Oh no!
With lightning reflexes.
Maybe it's just a fan. Maybe it's just a fan.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
your
not
second. No.
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, my second husband.
And then but then their head turns slowly and they start running and they're running alongside the bike.
I'm not sure what biotech you'd need for that, but no. Mac, are you trying to?
It's the like a chapter of Shana's fan club.
Yes,
There's one on every planet.
I'm just gonna try and fix it
try
while
and
we're
fix
here
the
because
ship.
I
Yeah.
assumed Sirius was going in the cavern, but that's fine. I can do this while he's scouting about. Okay,
Go on
2
then.
successes, so a minor success.
Yeah, you manage to re-engage the hydraulics.
Okay, that's
It's
a pretty
not
big one.
100% even, but
It can
yeah,
actually sustain its
the
weight. again.
landing, the one landing gear that was a bit skew-whiff sort of raises up a bit. It's almost even, and you're pretty certain that'll be enough to take off
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
You're not
That-
going to lean out again. Like
Yeah,
you did
Ari
in the-
can-
You're not gonna get your -1.
But it is a bit of a patchy fix, so you're not.
Oh
sure
yeah,
how
totally. I'm
long
the
it will
pilot. I'm
hold.
not a mechanic. I just know how to drive it. I don't know how to.
Yep.
To
Damn it, Jim, I'm a pilot, not a mechanic.
Sirius, as you're looking around and possibly about to go back in the ship or look around further, you sort of see a grav bike in the distance, overburdened, slowly pondering.
I'm not
on
gonna
a push
wave.
towards you.
go for your gun. Just
Just shoot them.
that's how we die. Sirius
Yes.
shoots at them.
And
I
now
panic.
dance.
Sirius is like, it was me all along.
And then I
You see
shoot
that
him, and
go-
it's like it was Mac all along somehow.
It was macaron.
Mm. Yeah. Mahmoud is still on the bike and he's all the way to the Fortune's Breathe. He's pretty much been rambling on about we really need to get Wahid off of this planet. So yeah, the moment
Yes,
you
he-
turn up, that's also the first thing he sort of says to Sirius as well. He thanks everyone for freeing him, especially Shanaz, for
We
the
don't have a lot
efforts
of
they've gone
time.
through.
Let's
I'm
But
just like
Hey,
we
it was a
really
joint
need-
effort.
I'm
let's
just
get
like
Wahid.
hammering struts and hydraulic. Doof,
But-
doof, doof.
Um,
Mm.
Mahmoud isn't. Yeah, the Jello prisons, the Kabul prisons aren't great, and he sort of, as he gets off the bike, he sort of stumbles forwards as
Oh.
well.
Yeah, we can
God.
find him a place in
Right, Mahmoud,
either
where
the
are we
mid
gonna
bay or in
find
the crew
Wahid?
quarters somewhere.
if you follow this escarpment, well, if you follow that ridge line down, there's a wadi in there. With just follow the water, it leads straight to the Singing Caverns. There's that's where we rendezvoused the first time. He's got
I'll
to be
take
in
him
there.
back to the ship.
Oh no, I've got Shanaz. I mean, someone will have to watch over him in the ship. I mean, and I'll take that role. If you guys want to go get the other one, I'll watch him and I'll lock the ship up. And if this first time state danger, I'll get him to safety.
What a hero.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, damn straight.
I've also got a gun for some reason.
Keep the ship on standby if we need to make a quick escape.
Yep. Oh, way ahead of you there.
Yeah.
This thing's never going off standby
Basically,
after that.
if you keep it spooled up, you're going to be able to take off
Yeah.
pretty much the moment.
It's like
it's necessary
he's
rather than-
never removing the ancient keys again now.
No, it stays permanently on. I don't
It's
care.
it's like he's gonna be spending the time we got in the cabin to just weld the keys onto.
Well, yeah,
the
I
front
already,
position.
I already slept in the cockpit, but now I like properly
there.
don't leave it. Yeah.
So, are you heading out to the wadi then? Or...
Yes.
Yes.
How far have we got to
yeah.
go? Because we're not all going to fit on the bike again. There's 3 of us to get if we go on the bike now, which was already overburdened, and then bringing 4 back on it is going to be.
Why can't we
According
just
to
take the
what
ship? Sorry.
Mahmoud has told you, it'd probably also be easier on foot anyway, because you're going to be
Because there's 2
following
people
a
we
bit,
need to get, and we've only got one of them.
bit of a water line down. But it's probably like 1.5 kilometers, 2 kilometers. So
Okay, we're
it's
better
not
walking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can walk.
It's,
Unless Ari, you want to bring the bike and run observation and spot checks to see what's going on while we go into the wadi to get him.
No, I'll stick with you guys.
Okay, well, we better walk then.
I know my bike will be safe here.
Hang on, let me just go into the ship for a moment. I'm going to go and get changed.
what? Yeah.
Out of character. Out
Class.
of characters, who does own a gun or something, just in case?
You
Just me
and Mac.
and Mac who's staying on the ship. Yeah, great.
Yeah, I'm not giving you my
What
gun.
can go wrong?
Yeah.
I can hurt you far more with my words.
There you go.
Ooh.
Or
I actually
grab.
can. I could do almost as much damage by being mean to you as you can by shooting.
To be honest, your grav belt has proved useful in bringing it down an entire government.
The
So
government,
Yeah.
Literally,
Pretty much.
And that was just a grab belt.
And a grav belt. That's all I need.
Right, so I'm going to change into like a coverall type thing with a little bit more hard wearing and flat shoes rather than party shoes.
Okay. Yeah. Ari,
Am I-
Mac, serious.
I'm sitting in the pilot's seat,
Yeah,
ready.
let's go.
Like I'm seat belted up. I'm just literally waiting for them to get on the ship. I'm just like,
Mahmoud is sort of in the lounge area that is just beyond the like the Millennium Falcon kind of lounge area. There's a sort of semicircle.
He's
with a
playing
little-
holo chess.
Yeah.
He's
And
like
no,
lounging.
He's not even
yeah.
playing it. He's just sitting there.
But he's
kind
like,
of
oh,
recovering.
can I
And-
have a drink of water? And I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah, just a minute. And I'm like still in the wheelie chair, like wheel over. There, go.
Like, sofa, leather, yes.
Okay.
All right, well, I guess we're gonna head for the
Ari, Sirius,
for the
and,
caves, yeah.
Yeah. And Shanaz are heading out towards the caves.
Why am I doing this? That's a
Because-
genuine question, Captain. Why am I doing this?
On the comms, I'm like, you're braver than me, Shanaz. Switch him off.
I don't know. You're free to stay on the ship if you want, but
See,
we might gonna need someone to talk to. to the poor kid.
That's true. Oh, of course, yes.
I don't know if he's even here. It's not even a guarantee.
As soon
So
as you guys are gone, I'm locking the ship.
No, you're right. The poor boy's going to need someone to talk him down, and if Mahmood isn't there, he's going to need convincing. Very well.
Try, but
Very
you're
well,
probably
yeah.
better at the job. To be fair.
Let's go.
Okay. You leave the ship, walk across the rocky area towards a cavern between the ridge lines of the escarpment. Sort of walk in between that, and it's not long before it opens out into an area that is completely unlike the desert that surrounds it. There's a small stream flowing through it and a bunch of hardy green plants growing around the sides of it. And you can hear the bustle of water. But you have a rough idea of where these singing caverns are. This is also a semi-common route for merchant caravans to pass through as they head towards Kamul, because obviously they know they can follow it down and continuously have a fair chance at water,
So it's not
depending
very,
on the time of year.
It's not a very hiding spot thing.
It is in that probably no one's going to go in the caverns, but
Okay.
it's also close enough to a obvious route that it's not going to be too strange to find people out there. But obviously at the moment everyone is at the Festival of Nai, so they're all partying.
Into the caves we go then.
Let's check if someone's not partying.
As you reach the caverns from the outside, it almost immediately feels like there's a temperature difference.
Lower or higher?
Lower.
That would make sense for a cave.
But yeah, you'd expect it to be lower, but you're standing outside a cave and it already feels lower. Lower even than when you entered the wadi, which obviously is surrounded by ridgelines on both sides, so it's already a bit cooler than the desert around it, but it's nighttime anyway, so the temperature's dropping quite quickly.
Welcome to the caves of the frozen dragon. What?
Space Dragon. Episode 6 of 4.
Right, I'm going to start looking around as soon as we get into the caverns to see if there's any trace or any indication that he's been there.
Yeah, give me a observation roll for that. Does anyone else want to have a look around or do anything?
Yeah. That sounds reasonable. Yeah.
I think, the same for me as well.
Are you looking around
Vader.
to find
Great.
tracks, or are you looking around to find anything else?
I'm looking around to make sure we're not being followed, so I'm looking behind us.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for signs that there's been someone in there recently. I wouldn't know to look for traps, but water bottles.
I can look for whatever. I'm not gonna see anything with the heroes.
Shanaz,
I got a limited success.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bump my foot into a rock.
Are you serious? Do you want to pray for that roll?
For an observation roll.
But anyway, Shanaz sort of sees a rough indent of a boot or something similar coming out of the stream, heading towards the cavern. It must be fairly recent.
I'll head into the cavern then, and I'll start calling out, Wahid, wait, but I'll be calling out in a sort of gentle voice rather than fan out, see if you can find him, man, kind of thing. But like a feminine Wahid call.
Yeah, you're not going the syndicate way with Rahid, we're gonna fuck you up.
The first thing Shanaz hears the moment you step into the caverns is it already feels a lot colder as well. to the point where you're probably not properly dressed for the temperature.
Okay. Ooh.
But you hear sort of echoing, skittering laughter come from ahead. It's more
How
of a
dare
giggling.
you suggest I'm not properly dressed?
Giggling like from but that already makes you feel uncomfortable that you're not properly dressed in this environment. You hear a skittering, giggling come sort of echo off of the walls as you walk in. Ari,
Yeah.
This is not good.
No. I'll be muttering a quick prayer to myself. I think
you're not inside yet because you were
No.
looking around to see if there's anyone around. And
I got a limited success.
yeah, you're not certain, but you almost certain that you saw some rocks fall. Well, just pebbles fall from the ridge line or up near one of the ridges.
On the ship.
What are these caverns? Did we just get into the secret base of the corrupt government thing?
Or we just walked into an episode of Most Wanted.
It's like,
Let me tell you guys about the dark between the stars.
Yeah.
No way.
No, don't. I want to keep my sanity. Thank you.
Too late. You walked into the cabin. No.
Yes, this is a very bad place and I don't like it. And what kind of idiot sets this as a meeting place? I mean, I get, nobody's going to come in here, but there's a reason for that. Nobody wants to come in here.
I'm going to go and warn the others that there might be someone outside.
You hero.
So you're not going into the caverns? Okay.
I'm going to have to go into caverns to warn people that
you're
there's someone
going
outside.
in.
Yes, I'll have to go in.
You join everyone. Yeah.
I think there's someone out there watching us.
Could be. There's something in here watching as well and listening and occasionally laughing at us. And that's not good. So we need to find Wahid and we need to go because we need to get him out of here.
Who's
This is
laughing
not
at
a
you?
good place. The wolves themselves are laughing.
As you
I mean, I
the
know I've had a bit
caverns,
to drink, but it sounds like you just said the wolves were laughing.
Yes. This is an unholy place. It reeks of the darkness. The darkness.
Ari takes a quick swig from his flask.
I'll hold my hand out towards the flask.
I pass it over.
And I shall also take a swig.
Jumping at our heads.
Well, I'm certainly not going to die sober.
Oh, I've been drinking champagne all evening. That's a bit much.
Who has command?
It's good for you. Put hair on your chest.
I'd be serious.
I don't want hair on my chest.
Who of the people in the caverns has command?
I have command.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
I do not have command.
You should
Not
be
very
captain,
much,
maybe.
but I have a little.
Yeah, you can roll on command, and everyone else is gonna have to roll. Yeah, the only other empathy skill is I'll let the rest roll on survival. People who don't have
Oh,
command.
I have
'cause
something in
it's-
survival. I have at least one.
Right,
you
it's
roll?
an empathy skill. Can't I roll on
But
culture?
you get survival -1.
Survival minus
Oh
one.
boy.
Yeah, because it's
Can I roll it
because
if I got 0 in general skills?
Yeah, so you get your empathy -1.
No,
Yeah.
survival is with.
Yeah, with
survival
no,
is
survival.
-1, but if you're rolling flat
Yeah.
empathy, you can just roll it flat. You just it's
I-
not very
That would be
good.
-1 as well.
Oh really? Oh wow.
Because
Because
it's a command check.
Right. Okay.
I can roll on
Yeah.
empathy. My
Do you know what,
survival
Lewis?
on
I
wits
think
0
what you
plus
need
wits,
right
but-
now is a darkness point. So I am going to push my roll on command.
Okay, thank you. Definitely
So
want.
should I roll empathy or survival? Because
Right. If you don't have command,
you
you're
have
taking a
survival,
minus
you can-
regardless.
Roll
yes,
it.
but I've got a better empathy than
Yeah, then-
survival.
Yeah, then take that then. Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
You'll bring
but it's also
What?
So I've got a
error.
limited success on command.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't panic. We're panicking. Oh god damn it! They didn't listen to my advice.
You can almost feel that there's something wrong about this place encroaching in on you, but you manage to hold it together. The skittering laughter, you know you're not sure, but it sounded hollow. So you're not sure if it's real or not.
Apparently, I can't roll empathy flat, so I'm just rolling a dice normally.
Oh really?
Normal dice.
Oh weird.
I don't know. I
Oh.
clicked the button. It said syntax error, invalid left-hand
Oh,
side,
right,
expression
yeah,
did
well,
fixed operation. So
You're not
Oh.
really meant to roll flat.
Oh,
because
apologies.
I can roll, otherwise I can roll
That's why I
survivor,
gave
but that's
survival
switch,
as
so
a
that's
thing, but yeah, no, that's fine.
I can roll that as well.
Could you
Well, that's a
roll?
fail
Could
anyway.
you roll commands? But since he doesn't have commands,
No,
it would just
it's an
does. Oh, does
advanced
it
skill.
not?
I can't even roll survival.
No,
With
but does
zero.
it
You can
not
roll
just
survival
go?
because it's a general skill, but technically, an advanced skill you have to have
No.
to be able to roll.
I mean, just to trick the computer. Like the program just goes, oh, but there's a 0 there, so I'll just count it as a 0. Or does it like
No,
Maybe.
it'll probably
explode?
roll it for you.
Oh,
I
okay. It just wouldn't add
Well,
anything because yeah.
It
I don't know.
shouldn't,
I'm trying to roll.
because
I tried to roll the survival and it doesn't work as well.
Well, that's okay.
Oh.
You've rolled 5d6. What's that for?
The 5d6 was just an empathy roll.
Wow, you had a lot of empathy.
Also,
Yeah,
he's
technically,
me with my-
you had minus
charismatic.
This is
five,
me with
so-
my empathy 5.
But
Yeah.
you failed
I've got five.
anyway.
I've got 5 as well. Yeah.
You can potentially pray, or if you have a reroll.
Yeah, I can potentially pray. Yes, true.
More darkness. All of the darkness.
Ah, yes, we need to
Yeah, let's
to
go
get
into
some
this darkness
points.
cave and give him darkness points. That's a
Don't
great plan.
worry, Mac is gonna survive.
We weren't worried.
Yeah, we are sure you can save us all.
No.
Did you 5d6? Yeah, let's roll that again.
Mac can't even save
Oh
himself.
boy, come
Oh
on.
God, it's worse.
It's even worse. Well then,
You lose 2 mind points.
Oh,
perfect.
You're immediately sort of set in by a sense of fear. You don't hear the skittering laughter that Shanaz heard, but at some point as you're stepping in and asking Shanaz like what laughter or whatever, you hear this distinct hissing right in your ear, and as you turn to the side there's a shadow there, but there's nothing. And everything seems to get darker around you. Ari, how are you doing? You may
Well,
also roll.
I
the
failed my roll.
same. You also failed. Did you want to pray to
No, I'm all
or
right.
re-roll it? No, you
I
also
don't think I
failed.
have the emotional fortitude to pray at the moment, given our current
Yeah.
circumstances, and I
No.
ain't pushing anything. So
You get the sort of similar effect. You it's darker in here than it is outside, but it just seems to be pushing in towards you, the darkness. And you also lose 2 mind points, but you've been given a reroll if you want to use it.
I will.
There you go.
And it was
Also, Millie the GM.
survival again, yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
oh.
Still
Thank you.
failed.
Yeah,
Still
it's going to be a
failed. There
tough
you go.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You need at
so
least like
you lose
7 to
the
make
two-
it
Who
reliable.
removed
2 mind
60s
points.
from roll 20?
Everything around you is closing in. The walls, it's darker than you imagined it would be.
How many mind
Um,
points was it, sorry?
2.
Oh yeah, I do see why I came along on this mission now.
Yeah, to save them all. But that's
My
usually why you
Mac
come along.
Stayed.
And rather than the hissing or the laughter, like just a whisper in your ear, you hear your parents say, "Typical, drunk again."
What?
And you're like
the
looking around.
bottle that I'm currently holding,
Yeah.
the flask, drops from my hand and makes a banging noise on the rocks below.
Right.
And
Okay. Can I
that
manipulate
noise-
them?
You could command them.
That noise skitters off and echoes throughout the caverns in front of you.
Oh.
Back on the ship,
Oh,
Mahmoud's lying there, and there's some kind of clunk
It was
outside the
Mahmoud
ship.
all along.
And Mahmoud
What was
leans in towards Mac and goes, Did you hear that?
I did. What the fuck was that?
You can roll an observation.
No, I don't think it's a trap. It's a trap. Oh no. Well, I don't think I've got anything in observation because I'm shit. I don't. God damn it. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail so horribly. I'm only rolling 4 fucking dice. Yeah, I fail. Of course I fail. Do I want
Do
to
you wanna-
push it?
Yeah,
Why
do you want
not?
to pray to the icons.
Yeah, why not?
What icon are you praying to?
Whichever one
The
is going to save
deckhand?
me.
Whoever will listen.
Or yeah, just all of them. Oh, please save me.
Do you have
No.
an icon, Nye? What's your icon?
I have.
I mean, you can pray to any of them, but it makes sense to pray to your favorite one.
I've already rerolled and it.
Well, the one that's appropriate for the role as well.
The Lady
Mine
of
is the
Tears
Lady of
apparently- yeah,
Tears.
ooh.
Because I random rolled it, but it doesn't matter. I failed. So
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, yeah.
it shoots me in the back.
No, you're sitting there in the seat, listening and looking out of the viewport, when suddenly you hear a clunk, and the hydraulic system on.
Oh, I just fixed it.
No, not on the landing gear.
I just fixed it.
Yeah. The hydraulic system on your gangway
No.
lowers.
That's Minox. Eat the cables.
Okay. Guns out.
And at this point, I'll say join us for episode 5.
Oh no.
And 5 of 3.
No. You can't do this to me,
3.
Lewis.
But this will be the final episode.
I know.
I guarantee it.
Oh boy.
I'm taking bets now. We'll bet in Garblag Groats.
Oh my god, no.
But there you go. Anyway,
Oh.
thank you everyone.
This is worse than the Halloween game.
join
At least
us.
in that I knew I could
Oh,
protect
okay.
myself. Sorry.
Thank you everyone for joining us this evening for episode.
Thank you very much.
4.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
thank you.
to the players and
Thank you to the DM.
for producing.
Yep.
Next week.
Oh, hello everybody that arrived. Look, Melly the GM turned up.
Yeah. See,
Roger's there.
Yay.
I got 62,000 Garblag Groats.
I'm gonna
62
die.
Southend.
Oh, the blending of Mac's fear and my fear. No.
Right, thank you for everybody and good night.
Yes, good night.
Join us tomorrow for Aliens.
Oh, Alien, yes.
Yay,
Alien,
Aliens
alien,
on
alien.
Free League.
And
Free League
Tuesday for
Alien.
Vesson.
Alien.
And Vesson, and then this on Wednesday where I start
Wednesday,
crying.
Obviously, for the final episode.
Lewis is in Alien, actually, aren't you,
You,
Lewis?
you,
Yeah,
you think
I
it
am.
is the last?
Yeah.
There you go.
No. Lewis is an alien, like the movies. He's in the Alien movies.
Oh, you finally found me. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
My
old
musically,
man
I
with us
have
from the
actually
Haunted
been
Amusement
on telly,
Arcade.
but there you go.
Well, you play the face huggers, don't you? Like they just put like a face
Yeah,
hugger like
yeah.
hand puppet on you, and you go. "Ah!"
The moment you least expect it, I'm there.
Yeah.
Good night.
Kill it, Pete, because it's getting silly.
It's getting silly.
You're